All right, I have an interesting urban legend for you, and this is about a girl from New York, about 20-ish. She goes off, and well, not goes off. She was invited to a estate in Connecticut by her cousins, and she wanted to impress, so she went out and got good clothes, yada yada yada. So she goes down to Connecticut, and the estate is everything she believed it would be. She's having a wonderful time. Then she's shown her room, and outside her room, you can see a beautiful gravel road outside there, and she's getting ready for bed, and she hears horses. Well, this is intriguing to her, and she goes out and looks out the window, and she can see this magnificent coach coming up to her, and there's four black, beautiful stallions pulling this coach, and it pulls up to the window, and the coachman steps out and points a very bony figure at her, and she can see his face, and it's pale, and it has scars, and good boy. And he points to her and says, "There's room for one more." Well, she goes to bed terrified, doesn't get much sleep, and wakes up the next morning and just puts it off to she wasn't feeling well or whatever. Well, the same thing happens the second night. The coachman points his bony finger at her and says, "There's room for one more." Now this girl's terrified. She's not sleeping at night. All she wants to do is get the hell out of Dodge. Well, she makes an excuse, gets back to New York, and immediately goes to talk to her doctor about what happened, and he assures her it's just your imagination, you're hallucinating things, and everything's fine. He calms her down and sends her on her merry way. She leaves the doctor office, hits the elevator button for down, and the elevator doors open, and the elevator car looks terribly full, and she sees a bony finger pointing out there, and then she can view the elevator attendant, and he says, "There's room for one more." And while she's terrified, she jumps back away from the elevator doors close, it begins to go down, but suddenly there's a loud noise, the building shakes, the elevator had malfunctioned and dropped and smashed everybody in the elevator when it hit the ground floor. Amazing that she wasn't part of that.